Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to the white.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius, it's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Riley.
Get him off pig, Freddy.
Get him on big. Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm Richard Mullican, joined by my co-host, the man that said, go easy on him. He was just a kid, never got the chance to feel the world around him. He's the 1983 Mr. Dixie Youth Grand Champion and best friend, Josh Brawley. Say, hey, Josh.
Well, you know, that's what I told Dr. Rachel Armstrong before she clipped off her final hangnail before that dreaded surgery. I said, go easy on me, baby. I'm only a kid. How you doing, Richard Lee?
Pretty good. I'm learning real quick that we can't have that music playing while you're talking or it drowns you completely out. We are doing a rare remote show. Does that make sense? Remote
Before
show?
you go any further,
Yeah.
should we do it again because the music
No, it was fun. It was fun.
overbearing?
No, it was good.
Okay.
It was fun. We're not
Don't want
doing
to waste
this.
no ammo.
We're not doing this anymore. We were going to start recording an hour and 10 minutes ago. And now we've got to do this.
Fucking Martin Scorsese didn't like the sound of my AirPods, so he was like, maybe you should go get the Super NES. I've got this thing on Mario Paint. You can hook up to a network.
I'm still trying to make you
See
sound
if you can
good.
get headphones to work for that.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to make it to where you would sound right. It's like you're prepared usually for our shows, and then like we go without doing a remote show for like a year, and I'm like, what happened to your headphones? I gave them to somebody, just let them borrow them because I figured I'd never use them again, and they're gone forever. So I was just gonna sit on my shitter and use my AirPods.
So you know, it's not like I'm giving it to the neighbor or something. I gave it to one of my kids.
Yeah.
And kids will be kids. They tore them up.
So then I'm like, well, why don't you go get your computer? And you're like, yeah, you're drinking Gentleman Jack. Jesus.
Fuck off.
You're drinking Jack in the bathroom. Oh, Josh is recording in his bathroom.
Well, it's better than the other Jack in the bathroom, right? Might get in trouble for the other.
I mean, don't really want to see that. I'd rather watch you drinking Jack. And he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. He's left the room. I'm assuming he'll come back eventually. But there he is. I was sitting there talking. I was like, so anyways, I'm like, well, there he goes. He's gone. Oh, boy. This is going to be a good show.
Somehow, this motherfucker kicked me off the air.
I
don't have a home button, mind you, so it wasn't me.
No, I didn't do it. I'm just sitting here looking at the screen, watching you, and I was actually looking back at the recording to make sure everything sounded right, and I looked back, and it was like, bleep, and you're gone. And it said, Pop Poncho left the room.
I don't know, man.
I don't either. But, no, we don't do remote shows very often, but we had to this time. Are you still
Not
there?
really. I mean,
Are you still? Please tell me there's not a 9-second delay again.
no, I'm here, man. I'm
Okay.
here.
All right. Let me.
So your video's delayed. It's off-putting as hell.
I'm gonna blame your equipment on this one because I see you just fine, but before.
I mean, on time and everything.
All right. Let me see this. I'm gonna say this is how we did it before the show started. I'm gonna say one, and you say two. Ready? 1.
2.
About a 2-second delay there.
Let me fucking X out of this shit and come back again and see what happens. And if that don't work, you're going to have to close on your end.
I've already closed.
Because that worked last time.
I don't. It's
you ready?
fine. Yeah, go ahead. No, it's on you. I mean, you don't have to tell me. Oh man. So before the show started, we were trying to do everything we could to get Josh in.
Hello?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
How do I sound?
You sound fine.
Do the 1, 2.
1.
2.
Okay, about a second. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
All right. We got it going on now.
Yeah, so before the show started, Josh was like, how do I sound? I'm like, well, let me hear you again. He's like, how do I sound? I'm using the AirPods. And I was like, well, like, it doesn't sound good. And he was like, well, hold on. I've got this old-ass computer just, stored in a bench. It's stored
No,
in
I
a
had
bench.
to look for that motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
Hasn't
So I
been
knew my
used.
wife had cleaned the house because, that's where most computers go.
Still
in a
running
bench.
Windows Vista and shit.
It's Windows 8, you bastard.
Windows 8. That's not as bad as I thought, but and then he's like, he gets on there and he's like, how do I sound? And I'm like, well, you sound better because you're using a headset, but how do I sound? And like 5 seconds after I said that, it was like, am I not? No, well, no, you sound good. I was like, okay, there's a huge delay. So
We could have been talking on like one of them can rope things and
might as
sound better.
well. I mean, we've been doing better to do this show by carrier pigeon.
Probably so.
Okay, I was
But,
hoping you didn't just freeze up. You
No.
were just sitting there.
No, you just busted out the carrier pigeon shit. So.
I'm gonna start talking like this right here without barely moving, just so the camera looks like I'm frozen. Hello, Josh, you there? No. We had to do this show. You just hear somebody because you're in the bathroom. You just hear a knocking on the door. Hurry up! I got shit.
Dropping a loaf, pinching one over there.
Well, that's the one good thing. You could do this whole
You
show.
recording that show? Why are you doing that right now? Because that's when I want to do it.
You could do this whole show in the
Trying to
bathroom.
get it over with.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to worry about having to go take a piss break. Just let it happen when it happens. Hit your mute mic and you're good to go.
Hey, look, we're best friends.
Yeah.
Are you hiding something? What are
No.
you trying to do?
What do you mean? What would I be hiding?
I don't know. If I wanted to take a piss during the middle of this, that'd be okay, wouldn't it?
You're actually drinking in the bathroom. I feel like that is the super side of somebody that's hit rock bottom. Drinking Jack in the bathroom with the door locked. This is the one
Well, I don't have the door locked.
This is the one I
And
keep
I
in
have
the
it
tank
drunk-
of the toilet so nobody knows it's there.
I haven't got drunk since like Wednesday, so
Oh, well, you were due, I guess.
Fuck, it's Saturday.
Oh, man. Is it Saturday? My days are all messed up. I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're doing a remote show today because Josh couldn't come over today. And why couldn't?
Because your mama told me I couldn't.
Well, you probably
No,
could.
I guess.
I
My
have-
mama probably would have told me I couldn't.
So, yeah, probably. Even though you've probably already been exposed and
Joshua, don't go over there.
you are coughing a lot, Joshua. I just don't want you getting over there and getting more sick. You don't want to get that double COVID. You get that COVID too many times in a row, they won't let you go to work. Oh man, but
They
no,
just tell you put a mask on. Come on in.
come on in. I don't care. No, we were hanging. We went to the gym Monday. Me and you went to the gym Monday. I was
And
fine.
Tuesday, ironically.
well-
you don't remember much Tuesday.
No, I remember.
You look pitiful over there on the left side of me.
I remember Monday we went to the gym and we actually did 40 minutes of cardio straight, never stopped.
Yeah.
And I felt great. Well, I
Yeah.
stayed up Monday night and watched the
And I think you're undercutting that 40 minutes because that was our return to the gym as a tag team, and I
Yeah.
don't think you had been, but once or twice since your dreaded Chinese food incident.
well, I think it was just a stomach bug, but I mean, it was Chinese food that made me like it was the last meal I ate. Yeah.
It's what you tasted.
Yeah, it
What-
was
what
terrible.
was running through you.
Ugh. I don't want any Chinese food for a while, but
Me neither.
so we went to the gym Monday, And Monday, everything was fine. Like, did 40 minutes of cardio. I was tired, but I was like, oh, okay, cool. Stayed up and watched the national championship.
I was
game.
good tired, man. I slept good. I was good tired.
Yeah, me too. Although I didn't.
I knew something was wrong, though. I knew something was wrong when we got there and we got in the gym, and you're like, yeah.
Wait. Are you talking about
30,
Tuesday?
man.
No. Okay, so
Yeah.
Monday we did 40 minutes. I went home. I stayed up and watched the national championship game. It didn't end until about 11:15 here. And the next morning I got up and I was like, man, I'm tired. I can't shake it. So I was working all day, and you know how you just feel kind of sleepy, and usually about
Like you're in a fog.
Yeah, usually about I go to work I got to be there at 7. So usually if I get there that early, and it was kind of dark and dreary, and I was like, man, it's just kind of like, and I wasn't waking up. Like usually by 9:30, I'm awake and alert because I've already had my caffeine. I'm good to go.
It takes you 2.5 hours.
It was dark. It was dreary. It was a rainy. It was like a murky.
Usually by 9:30, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm usually
I'm just sleeping in the office before that.
I'm usually doing my job. I'm just usually, I'm not fully like.
I swear to God, I'm just resting my eyes.
Well,
Is there a problem?
better than you going to the bathroom and drinking, apparently. Get out of there!
Well, I'm not at work.
No,
So
no.
guess what? That's fine.
There's probably some people that have went to the restroom and drank at your work and my work
Oh, dude,
too.
there's people that went to the restroom and did a lot worse at my work, let me tell you.
Why don't you come in this bathroom? Let me do a line of coke off your dick. What?
I don't know. Crank one out and some more shit. Man, there was one guy, I'm not going to mention his name, but you know him. He got walked in on in a secondary bathroom. It's a bathroom that, like, only certain people use, you know what I mean?
Right.
And the guy, it's just like a one-stall gimmick, so he he just walks on in like it's nothing, and the stall door wasn't closed and locked.
So he was wanting to get caught.
It was kind of open a little bit. So the guy said that he thought that it was just, how sometimes they'll just kind of close, but not all the way.
Right.
Because the hinge is fucked up, and you just gotta push your way through if you want to go and close the door in the little stall or whatever.
Yeah.
So he goes to do that, and he busts in on this said individual jerking off. And he's up against the other side of the stall. He's all got this, doing it face on, like, oh, like he's into it.
Like,
and
oh.
And he just busts in on him, and he said, like, it shook the fucking soul out of him, and, like, it disturbed the guy that walked in on him so bad that he went to the supervisor and told him what he just busted in on, right?
Oh, come on.
And the supervisor, the supervisor was friends with a few of the other guys in said department.
Yeah.
And he had told a couple of these guys what he was going to do. And
Turn him into HR?
There's like maybe 5 desks in this one office.
Yeah.
The department that I'm talking about. And the other guy that I know, he went and hid under one of the other desks. That way he could spy in on the fucking confrontation that was about to take place.
Oh, gotcha.
And he said he got in there and he called dude in the office. He's like, look, man, I don't want to be doing this right now, but somebody walked in on you and you was playing with yourself in the bathroom. Where do you go from there at your work? Like, do you just turn in your 2 weeks and be like, man,
Well, did he try to
I'm
at
just
least?
trying to do the right thing?
I feel like you go the O.J. Simpson route. You just deny. You know what I mean? I feel like you go the Shaggy route. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
I don't know who walked in on.
I don't know who that
Must have
was.
been a ghost. I was in the break room.
Or you could go the exact opposite way. Shit, I get a lunch break. I get a lunch break.
Is it not my time when I'm in the bathroom doing my personal thing?
Nobody's supposed to be in there anyways. That's my time. I'm on my lunch break.
Right. He busted in on me.
I'm gonna file a grievance. He saw my legs in that stall. But I mean, yeah, it's something. If there's
He
a
started
stall
looking at
there,
my penis.
he got a good 2-second look at it, and then looked me in the face. It went
I said,
soft
"Damn,
immediately.
Take a picture. It'll last longer.
It went soft immediately, seeing his reaction. It was just wasn't what I was thinking at all. No, but all right, two things. If a guy is leaving a stall unlocked, he wants to be caught. Wants to be.
I think he was just
Subconsciously.
so into the moment and what he thought was
Like
the
he didn't have time
right
to lock
time.
the door.
He was just overcome with like erotica or something. I don't know, man. He was just, oh goddamn, this is the right place, right time.
Where
And
do
it
you,
wasn't.
I mean, and then part two, if you walk into a bathroom, you can tell if somebody's in a stall. You know what I mean? Like you see feet.
Well, I mean, he said he was all backed up on the back of the stall. He was all into it, so I guess his feet were kind of like
Sitting on the top of the tank.
you know, probably one was probably thrown over the tank, and the other one was all contorted.
But anyway.
He's like, "Oh, I can't believe we're getting paid for this shit," because he was on the clock.
Yeah. So, anyways, Monday rolled around, and we did our thing. I watched the game, and then, like I said, I woke up the next day, and I couldn't get going. I remember telling some people, I was like, man, I can't get to moving today. Like, I need some energy, you know. So I had a couple Cokes and tried to wake up, and it just wasn't rolling. So it kept getting worse as the day progressed. And I remember I sent you a message because I was running like, you know, like a scared dog all day, just running around all
What
over
that dog scared of?
something. And
Getting whooped.
but I was running around all day. And when I got off work, I had to run and get my daughter. Then I had to take my daughter over to my mom's. And then I had to run to back to home to get dressed, to change, to go to the gym. So I called you and I was like, it won't be 4 o'clock. It'll be like 4:10. And I ended up getting there at like
4:15.
4:15? Okay. I was like, it'll be like 4:15. I think my text message said 4:10. But anyways, whose memory is bad?
No, it didn't.
I've got it right here.
It said 4:15.
Should I prove you wrong now or prove you wrong later?
I think you want to. You like doing that
I
shit.
will, because you
Go ahead
told
and get
me
embarrassed.
you told me I have a bad memory. That was
do.
one of the last things I remember you telling me face to face live. Was
I think
have-
it's one of the last things you got hot about.
that was one of the last things that you said live to me. Was I have a bad memory.
I said, I don't trust your memory. And you got all crazy eyed with me, like, what ain't nobody saying nothing about my memory.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on, I'll do it. Hold on. Damn it, I can't find it. Has the time passed now?
No, ain't nobody say anything about little. Where's oh, so sad.
Okay, so Tuesday, are we going at 4 today? And you said should be fine. That was at 7 a.m. 7:12. I sent that. 3:42. It may be a little bit longer, like 4:10 before I get there. You said K. All right. So I got
Fuck
there.
you.
That might be why you didn't get there until 4:15, though. You thought 4:15.
In my mind, I read 4:15.
So I got there at 4:05, and I was sitting in my
if
car.
I've got a little touch of schizophrenia, like, what's the problem?
I mean, it's always been there, right?
Probably.
Yeah. No, I've been there before where you see something and you already think in your mind what the person said.
Who the fuck says 4:10? Like,
I did
that's
in the text message that you were reading, that you didn't read apparently. Anyways, I sat there from 4:05 to 4:15, and I was in my car acting like a homeless man trying to go to sleep. I was sitting there just nodding off, and I remember thinking, I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. Like, I ain't doing 40 minutes. That definitely ain't happening. And
Why did you not disclose your your illness?
I did. Well, you got out of the car, and the first thing I said to you was, I was kind of hoping you were telling me today that this is the day your muffler fell off and you couldn't do this shit. It's the first thing I said to you. And you said...
I thought you were just being a smartass.
No, I told you, I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm tired as hell, but I need to get it done. And you were like, you should have went to bed early, son. You gave me shit about my sleep habits.
Right?
So I was like, yeah,
because that's
maybe.
usually what one means whenever he's complaining about being tired. He didn't get enough rest.
I was like, no,
the
I
night
got.
before.
I was like, I got enough sleep. I don't know, man. And so we got in there, and I was dragging ass. Like half the time we were there, like we were 10 minutes in, and I was like, I'm done. I want to be done with this. But to my credit, I finished out the 30 minutes. And then I told you, I was like, man, I think I'm going to go home, take a hot shower, and just lay on my chair. And then you gave me crap for being old. You never said, hey, man, how you feeling? Are you feeling okay? You were just like, you need sleep, you old fucker. Like, Jesus.
You're giving me these woman complaints. Like, just say what you're trying to say. If you're like, man, I think I'm sick. Just
I didn't know I was
say it.
sick. I was just tired. I was tired as hell. I've never been that tired. The only times I've ever been that tired is like if I've stayed up all night. You know what I mean? Like I've been that tired before, like staying up all night.
Trying to play basketball the next morning.
The last time I was that tired, about 6-7 years ago, I stayed up all night the night before, and then I drove. I drove me, my daughter, my wife, and my sister-in-law to New Orleans all night.
I stayed up all night.
No. I stayed up.
And then I drove like 12 fucking hours.
No.
With my loved ones.
I stayed up. No, I stayed up the night before. Then I slept during the day, and then that night I got up again and stayed up all night. Like I was working the 12-hour shift. I was like midnight shift, basically. So I slept all day the day before, and then that night at 12 o'clock I woke everybody up, got them in the car, and we left. And then we got to New Orleans around 7, 8 a.m. And then I stayed up until like 3, and then I was done. Like it pretty much, like, but that's as tired as I've ever been outside of that was Tuesday. So I got home, I took a shower, I laid on my chair, and I passed out within like 5 minutes. I woke up 30 minutes later, and that was when I sent you that text that said, man, I don't think I'm going to go tomorrow. I just had a fever. Like I took my temperature. I had a slight fever, and I was like, man, I don't think I'm going to go tomorrow. I think I'm going to go get a test. And you were like, okay, all right, cool. You know, let me know if you need anything. So
I said, hope you ain't pregnant, bro.
So I went to, me and my wife finally found a clinic that was doing, because we didn't want to wait 2 days on a, hey, you had it. You shouldn't have been around people for 2 days, but congratulations, you have it. Stay at home the next 3. So we went and got a quick test. I don't know what they call them, PCR, whatever.
They call them 2-pump chumps.
Rapid results, whatever. So got that done. Me and my wife both tested positive after 4 hours of waiting. It is unreal to get like I looked at my wife 2 hours in. And I was like, this is why people are fucking like not honest. Because who's taking 4 hours out of their day just to say, yeah, I have it? Because there's nothing they can do for you. It's just you have it or you don't. And see, my work don't even give you time off for it. You have to take your own. So, hell, I could have taken 2 days if I was dishonest. I'm just taking 2 days off, come back on Monday and been fine. You know what I mean? But I waited, got it.
It happens.
Yeah, now I got to wear a mask when I go back, right? Because I was being honest.
Oh, man.
But that's the way it is. Right. But no, man, everything, honestly, though, after Tuesday, I've had some head tightness, like a head cold. That's about it. I did lose my... Do
you still have smell and taste?
I lost it yesterday afternoon, like out of the blue. And I've had colds before. I was a sick kid. You know what I mean? Like I had colds all the time.
Yes, I know. Your mother literally told me you couldn't come outside, and it was too cold, and it was like 55 degrees.
Yeah. But I had colds all the time, so I lost my taste and smell a lot when I was a kid. So I did wake up yesterday and have like breakfast, and I could taste it just fine. And then sometime around like late afternoon, my wife and I ordered Moe's because we can't go out. We've got to do the DoorDash thing. So we had Moe's delivered, and I bit into it. And I'm like, this is nothing. I can't take. Like, I can feel the warmth and I can feel the substance, the texture, but it tastes like nothing. It might as well be a rice cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So there's very few things I can taste right now. Like,
You have no taste or like a little bit of sensation.
I can, like, if you gave me this cup, and I've got Diet Dr. Pepper in here, and you gave me a cup of water that was the same cold, I could tell you this was Diet Dr. Pepper just because of the way it makes your taste buds feel. It's like a little, like, it's sharper. You know what I mean?
But you have no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I can still see and hear. But
No, I'm saying it's in terms of the taste. Like,
Nope.
you have no
it doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper.
inkling. Okay.
Honestly, I mean, if you just gave me like, what is the soda water? Like, no flavor in it whatsoever.
water.
If you just gave me that, it'd probably taste the same to me right now. It sucks.
Oh, man.
That's the sucky part because, you want to eat something good and nothing has taste. Now, my wife made some of this pasta that she normally makes, and it's made with like these seasonings and stuff. I tasted it for just like half a second, and then it was gone.
Right.
Right. We had this, just to test it out, we had this super sharp hand lotion that was in the kitchen. It's like berry cream or something, and usually when somebody puts it on, you can smell it through the whole house. So I picked up the bottle, and I was like squirting it in my face, and I picked up a very small hint of it. But I was like, if somebody was to be squeezing this, would I be able to pick it up when it was supposed to happen? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to tell it, and I just know because I'm squeezing the bottle. The only thing that I could taste, taste and feel and know that it was, when I got up here to the studio, there was a little bit of this, like maybe like a third of a shot. I don't know if you can see. That's about how much.
Yeah.
Double that
Definitely,
amount.
I see it.
Double that amount. It's very little. And I took a sip of it, and it was like, oh, okay, I can taste that.
Yeah, I could too. There you go.
But it didn't.
Hey.
It ain't the same. You know what I mean? Like, I can
Yeah,
taste it.
definitely.
I could tell if somebody gave it to me. I'd be like, that tastes like whiskey. But it doesn't taste like it normally would. I just feel the burn. So yeah, man. I mean, that's the sucky part. Hopefully that goes away pretty soon. But
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I go back to work Tuesday. Everything's fine. I did find this, however, and this is something that came from one of our shows. Episode. Hold on, I can tell you exactly what episode it was.
Just tell me what it is. I can probably pinpoint
No, you
it.
ain't gonna know.
As long as it's not time, right?
Yeah. This was episode 136. So this is from almost 2 years ago, Josh. And here's a clip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna have to
Play it again.
Did you hear it? What'd you think? All right.
Sounded like shit. Run it back.
Here we go. Damn it. I forgot. There's like a 4-second delay on it. So I was sitting here going, why ain't it playing? All right, here we go. I'll hit play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
I want to take a metaphorical blood oath right now, Josh. Unless extenuating circumstances happen and it gets so bad that there's no way to avoid it, can we say right now the third thing that we're not going to talk about is the coronavirus?
I have already mentioned it.
I know you
last
did.
week.
I know you did last week.
I
but
just stuck the head in,
yeah,
and then I pulled it right back out.
And we've mentioned it off air, but dude, I'm so sick of seeing about this virus that I think we need to take a blood oath right now and make sure that we just don't talk about this as much as we can. I know there's going to be certain circumstances that pop up. There's going to be stories. Hell, you might even get it. I mean,
You'll fucking get it. Get everything else, motherfucker.
well, this I'll be immune to.
I got gout, but somehow I didn't get the coronavirus.
But I mean, You're
like 37 years old or
I'm
whatever.
36.
You got fucking
part
gout.
of the 3-6 Mafia.
My God. You
Anyways.
got a disease like people over 60 should get.
No, like, it happens to younger people too.
Does it?
It does.
I've never seen anybody our age wearing orthopedic shoes.
So that was from almost 2 years ago. You putting that hex on me.
Well, damn. I mean, it's about time, right?
Yeah, I mean,
should have happened about a month or two after I said
dude,
it. If
honestly,
everything was true.
Dude, and this is because my symptoms have been so mild. And we talked about it. I had bronchitis for Thanksgiving. I got the stomach bug right after Christmas. Both of those were hella worse than this right here. Like,
let me ask you this: what if you think? What if like you got the fucking like Optimus Prime version, the fucking new version that ain't even out yet of the COVID, and that motherfucker's been lasting for like this is like week number 4.
Right.
You know, like whatever you got back in Thanksgiving times. It's been the COVID, but it's been the COVID the whole fucking time.
Doubtful. Like, I've had drainage since like October, because I remember when we were going, when we started going to the gym. I want to say it was right before November. You start right after November. You were still like, you got COVID. Like, even when we were here, and I would cough, and you like, you got COVID. Like, I've been coughing since like October. But every time I did, you'd be like, oh, yeah, you like, no, I just have bad drainage. I have bad sinus issues every year. But yeah, I mean, like November, I had bronchitis. And that was when I was like, all right, I've got this because, dude, I was miserable. Like, I was, I thought I was like, okay, I probably got it. But they were like, you don't have any of the symptoms. You just have a bad cough. You have bronchitis. So,
but now, whenever you hear about the Omicron, it's like that is the symptom.
Yeah, the symptoms.
You know what I mean?
Actually, the symptoms is just basically a bad cold. Like, I've had colds,
a sinus
worse than
infection.
This. Yeah, dude, I've
like
had,
a sinus infection.
No, I've had sinus infections worse than this. Like, honestly, if you take away me being tired that first day, like every other day, I've had normal energy. Like for what it is.
Right.
Now, I did get tired really fast getting my wife had a grocery pickup scheduled for us, and somebody grabbed our groceries and set them out for us. And just bringing them in the house was, like, that tired me out. But that was like day 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, outside of that, like, I almost feel like maybe they got the results wrong. You know what I mean? Like, because you build it up for 2 years. You know what I mean? You build it up for 2 years.
Right.
It's like, and you see people die with this shit, and you're like, man, I don't know what the hell, and it could just be because, we got the shot. Or, hell, I mean, I could have gotten a version of it after we got the shot. You know what I mean? Like, they say the shot is supposed to make the symptoms less.
You may have fucking Wi-Fi version on you.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I do feel like better that I didn't get the bad version. You know what I mean? Like, if I got a version of this, it's the one you want to have. It's this one. You know what I mean? So
definitely not. I mean, well, I don't know. Like, you hear the Omicron doesn't have much of a taste and smell disappearance, but
no.
I mean, you never know.
But any kind of
some
head
people
cold
it may not be that way.
Any kind of head cold, you're going to lose your taste. Like, you have a chance of losing your taste with. You know what I mean? Like, I've had.
Yeah, I mean, I remember probably maybe 2015 or 2016, I legit lost my smell for like fucking 2 months. It was fucking weird. I was worried. You know?
Became like Dewey Cox from Walk Hard. I ain't got no sense of smell.
I didn't.
But when you lose
for 2 months,
when you lose your sense of smell, you also lose your sense of taste for the most part, because those tie together really.
That's
close.
a lie.
For the most part, you don't taste the same without smell.
Like I was legit. Like I fucking food was awesome. It was fine, but whenever it came to smell, it wasn't there. Like, it was something, I don't know. It was fucking weird. But then it just came back. Yeah. So I never worried about it.
So this show might not be as long as our other ones, but, we wanted to put out something, you know what I mean? Like, we wanted to do a remote show. Next week, you'll be able to come to the studio. I've got Lysol. I'll spray everything down. It'll be a good time.
I think everything will be fine by next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, unless you get it, and then we're going to be doing, this again on remote session.
Maybe I can go buy a computer or some shit and have a better sounding operation.
Well, there's one under the house that you can use if you want to grab that one. Maybe grab a plug for it. And
all I got is 2-prong extension cords.
that's what this motherfucker. He was like,
I
ain't
got
even
Christmas
the,
tree.
Yeah, you've got a
I got
Christmas, tree light
extension cord
trying to run your computer off of it. And couldn't
I
figure
got
it
the
out.
extension cords that is the cause to the 55% of all Christmas tree fires every year.
Right.
Dude, I had my phone charger plugged up to it earlier,
Yeah.
and I noticed that it was only charging my phone 5% per 30 minutes.
It's doing that
of
slow
charge.
Like it gives you that warnings, like, "Hey, warning! Your phone is not doing its optimal charge. To do
No.
a fast charge, plug into a normal outlet."
My phone just quit charging after a few minutes, and it would only charge 3-4% at a time. I would unplug it and just leave it for a minute, then plug it back up, and then I was like, okay, something's weird's going on. So what happened? I was just like, okay, and I went to unplug the charger itself.
Yeah.
And the fucking extension cord was hot as a
That's what I was
goddamn
gonna ask
toaster.
you. I was like, was the extension
Like-
cord hot?
Oh my god, dude, it was burning.
Daddy, you won't get in here. This extension cord you got it plugged in, it's melting. It's just melting away.
It had melted around my charger.
Do y'all have breakers or do y'all have the fuse box?
We have breakers.
Okay. We got fuses, but we just put pennies in there and run it off of that. It don't go dead with the pennies in there. People used to do that shit too. That's the crazy part about it. Like, you would take a penny and put it on the back side of your breaker, and it would conduct the electricity to where it wouldn't ever break. So you'd have people burning their house down for
so
a
you
penny.
could use shitty cords
Yeah.
and possibly cause fires.
Run a 220 air conditioner off of a lamp socket. I got one of them hotel lamps that I stole. It's got a socket on it. We're going to put one of these adapters
And you're
on
crying
there.
to the news station, I don't know why this motherfucker caught on fire. God bless her and her kids.
Oh, man. Well, we got to talk about this, Josh. And that is the Great Deers. Great Deers. The Great Deers.
Them Great Deer shirts.
That you'll find over at tinyurl.com/P3radiotees. Josh, if they go over there right now to tinyurl.com/P3radiotees, what kind of shirts are they going to find?
Well, I hope that my commercial isn't in vain with this music
You're good.
behind me, but
You're good.
I'll tell you what, they can find that ECW-like t-shirt, the Ray J Soda Can t-shirt, Dwayne's still gonna get the truck, so much more. tinyurl.com/P3radiotees. That's your t-shirt hookup, baby.
tinyurl.com/P3radiotees, the home of P3 Radio merchandise. Well, that was a little abrupt. Didn't mean for that to kick off like that. Josh, can you hear that?
You fucking right, I can hear that shit, boy.
Yeah, I was hoping to fade that in, but couldn't fade it in. Because you're on the same channel as it.
Feeling no pain. I love that shit.
Van Halen, somebody call me a doctor. Everything's all fucked up. I can't fade things in. I can't fade things out. There's none of that. None of that's happening this week, Josh.
Damn.
Do you want to do any? Do you want to do any tabs? Here,
It's your call, Chief.
We'll try to do some tabs if you want. You've got some here.
If I want, what sounds good? How about that?
I did pull up this video for you that it's a bunch of country girls. For some reason, Josh, this was a suggested video that we watch on our YouTube page when I logged into YouTube to find a song. and it's called
I can see why.
it's called Country Sisters Cotton Eye Joe, and it's an all female band. It's an all female band, and they're wearing like, what is this? Like skirts and jean shorts like Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
And flannel.
One of them's got a
shirts.
stick by guitar, and there's no guitar being played.
There is guitar. There is guitar being played.
Oh my god!
But they're from different countries. But they're wearing the. They're wearing like the
No, they sound
flannel
normal.
shirts. But yeah, I was like, Josh would lose his mind if he saw this. This has got to be a different country, like Sweden or something. But
I have no idea.
look it up.
I know they're not talking English.
They are. They just sound like different. You know what I mean? Like it is broken English, yes. You know, like that. But I'll leave this up so you can see it next week.
You come to the hay bale with me, yes? No.
All right. Well, which one of these videos do you want to?
Well, I mean, I sent a bunch of shit over to the email.
Do you want to do some old ones or the new ones?
I was expecting, honestly, to come over there this week, but you know, science happened and whatnot.
All right.
Whatever. You know.
So I see.
But we got a bunch of more tabs pulled up there too. So
yeah, I mean, do you want to do some of the ones we've already gotten? Well, here, let's do this one, Josh. Can you see this?
I can. An
All right.
elite runner, yes.
Do you,
I love
all right,
it.
Let's do it. You brought it to the show, so you tell us what it's about.
The title from Insider.com: An elite runner pooped down her leg for 7 miles into a marathon, but kept going until the end, maintaining a personal pace record almost the whole way. So she was shitting and getting, son. That is the very definition of shitting and getting.
Dude, have you ever pooped yourself and ran a marathon? No.
Well, I've never ran a marathon.
No.
But
I can't
I've
say
shit
that I have.
myself and did many activities. Like stumble home is one of them.
Stumbled home.
Now, I don't know how that compares to a marathon, but you know,
set a
it's
personal
excruciating.
Did you set a personal best for getting home? I got home quick.
Dude, I set a personal best after I got drugged by that one bartender, and I shit my pants as I was leaving your house, and I made a stain on my grandmother's sidewalk. That's how I know that I was drugged, because my shit that came out of my pants leg, not shorts, fucking blue jeans, mind you. The shit that came out stained the concrete for like 3 years.
I've never.
So I don't know what kind of chemical it was, but it was awful.
I have always heard of people shitting and like it rolling out of pants legs. I've never had that happen. You must wear boxers.
At the time, yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. I've never like.
I'm a little older now, so I can't do that.
Eddie Zeriner. Is that how you say
Who?
it? Zeriner.
Yeah,
Pooped
I
herself
like it.
early in a marathon.
Sounded a lot better than what I said when I was reading it.
Keeping
We'll go with yours.
a sub 6 minute mile for 21 miles. The aftermath involved
Hell yeah.
walking to the hotel pantsless, shoeless, and wrapped in foil blankets. Her candor about digestive issues on the run, which are common, inspired one man to take up running. Addie's first marathon in 2019 went so well, she worried she'd cursed herself. The now 25-year-old running coach and personal trainer in Santa Barbara, felt great and qualified for the Olympic trials with a time of 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 47 seconds. So when Zereninder pooped in her shorts 3 times, the first at mile 7 during the California International Marathon on December 5th, she was relieved in more than one way. I'm finally having the true marathon experience, she thought. She went on to finish the 26.2 mile race with a solid, with soiled legs.
No. It was far from solid.
With soiled
It was
legs
loose as a goose.
and shoes in just 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 49 seconds. This was probably my proudest finish ever.
Probably my shittiest finish.
That's my proud. I'm proud at my shit and my finish time.
It'd have been bad if I had a log. That'd have been like rubbing like hell.
This was. Oh, sorry.
She'd have been like she was sweating all day riding a fucking horse.
I can't imagine you watching this and seeing this girl pass by, because I know how you are. You'd be like, "Look at that girl right there," and then she just rolls by, and then the wind kicks in, and
See
it's
a
like,
turd fly out.
Good God!
Or see the gravy rolling. You're like, what the? I'd be like, what the fuck?
Either that, or she runs through and her
I'm
shoe
done.
squishes, and it's like SeaWorld all over your face. It's like somebody doused you in brown gravy. Zereninder, who posted a
Damn.
graphic photo of her race on Instagram, told Insider, I felt great until mile 21. Everyone who ordered the mushroom pasta at their pre-race dinner got sick. But Zereninder, who also ordered the dish,
Mushroom pasta. You know what you want to have before
Oh.
a fucking 84-mile run.
at first she felt so healthy and energized, and when the urge to go struck at mile 7, she didn't want to spoil her pace by stopping at the porta potty. I was like, okay, just let it come. Who'd never had Zeriner, who had never had digestive issues on race day, told Insider, I didn't know it was going to be so much.
She's living that. I'm just going to let that shit happen. You know.
So this goes to
Type of
show
life.
you, in more than one way, that there's two people that have shit their pants: is the people that have done it, and the people that have lied about it. And Josh,
Look at that leg, son.
she posted
Look
a
at that
picture,
leg.
and it looks like she's been running through the mud.
Yeah, it's like a steady stream, you know. It looks like almost like a fucking calfless sock. Like a thong
Yeah,
for a sock.
it almost looks like she's got some kind of like weird mantar looking like hair on her leg. That's what it
Right,
looks
but
like.
that's straight up shit.
Yep.
It's that mushroom pasta from
Mushroom,
Fregatoli's or wherever the fuck they got it from.
mushroom pasta. She's got more than one picture of it too. I wouldn't imagine being this proud of it. You know what I mean?
It was a personal best, Richard Lee. What the fuck?
I think I would.
Whenever you're a true runner, evidently it's sacrifice at all costs.
Ugh.
At all costs.
That's gross, man. I don't think I could do it. Like, I've shit my pants in the ring before, and I'm like, no
Dude.
matter how good that match was, it's over now.
She is more proud of that time and that personal best than she is of her the way people look at her or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's some good shit. That's what it takes to be a star. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she's got the right mind state, but god damn, man.
So apparently, I think she's probably single, right?
Well, I mean, you know, it happens to the best of them. The best of them mares running around, you know?
At mile 21, Zeriner's legs felt like they gained 50 pounds each.
And it was the shit inside of her Nike Air Maxes.
Oh man, I can't read this story anymore. It's just kind of gross.
Oh, is that your limit?
Yeah, well,
Like, is this where the line is drawn?
well, you can read it some. Here, you read it. Can you read?
Oh, I can barely see it. It's, maybe you could maximize the.
Well, you couldn't have
viewer.
picked a runner with an easier name to say. Well,
Go ahead, Captain.
the outreach of support
Steer the
and
ship.
respect she has gotten from people has been overwhelming, she said. I was brought to tears. I almost shit my pants. One man even messaged
Stomach
her.
got a little bubbly.
Yeah. One man even messaged her to say he's inspired to start running despite the GI issues that had long been holding him back. Also, he was kind of turned on.
I got IBS, but
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm gonna get me one of them fucking 5Ks. I don't give a damn what I gotta do.
Oh man, there was probably some people out there going, "Oh my god, yes." I don't know who the people are that get into.
Oh yeah,
shit
like
play.
there's some people that's been watching her and shit, and they're like, if I could only see her shit her britches.
right.
Didn't even have to subscribe to her OnlyFans. She just did it in front of everybody.
Man, I can't. I mean, I know it takes different strokes to rule the world. Is that it? Rule the world or move the world? What's the different strokes line?
Rule the world.
Well, I know it takes different strokes for some shit, but I don't see anybody I don't see how anybody could get into poop.
Hey, that's a select crowd. It ain't me, but
Now you're gonna sound like one of those Snoop Dogg hymns commercials. Have you ever seen those?
well, I don't be shaving my balls. But if you do be shaving your balls, maybe you should subscribe to For Hymns every month.
You've seen those commercials.
$9.99. Get you a shaving package that'll keep your balls slicker than goose shit, motherfucker.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know the type of deal you're talking about, but I haven't seen like the specific one you're speaking of.
He had one where he was a cartoon, and he was talking about, he's like, this is Snoop D-O double G, and you know, a lot of men have erectile dysfunction. Maybe not me, but probably you. Like,
might be because you smoke 30 blunts a day, motherfucker. But you know, sometimes it's something else.
But I mean, that was his thing. It was like, I'm trying to find it real quick. Mated. He was like an animated character, and he was sitting there talking, and it was, oh man, I'm not gonna find it. But yeah,
I see him with the general. He's
I
selling
saw
the
that
Shaq
one.
Insurance. We didn't get no Snoop Dogg and Shaq.
Maybe
commercial.
they took it off knowing that it was. Go ahead and don't say anything though. That helps.
I'm just watching you type.
I know.
I'm mesmerized.
I was gonna say you could talk.
Well, you could too. I mean, like, that's what we were talking about before we started recording. Like, I can do shit, and you know, I was moving computers and changing shit, talking to you. You were like, "You're doing great," and I'm like, "No, I'm doing normal. You can't do that."
Let's see if this is it. Let's see.
Oh my.
Big Snoop Dogg here, and I know you're gonna dig this. Yeah. Sexual performance issues are more common than you think. Maybe not for me, but probably for you.
Like what? Like you can't.
Oh my god! Like, okay,
You know they're giving me a lot
you're
of money.
totally beneath me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna sell this shit to you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need this shit, but you probably do. I love that. I'm like, why is he doing the commercial? It's like, you know, they
And,
often.
and it wasn't even him that's doing this commercial. It's his fucking cartoon.
Right.
He got a dude to do a cartoon anime.
You know, he was like, I ain't gonna
animation thing.
I ain't gonna be a soft ass motherfucker that says I ain't got a hard dick. You know what I mean? Like, so he.
And his agent sold it to him. He's like, dude, I know it's like you know, get your dick hard pills, but man, it's like 50 grand. You gotta do it.
In a
man,
30-second
maybe
spot.
if we do a motherfucking cartoon or something.
Yeah. And then in a 30-second, it's like, dude, you're in your 50s now. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to be in his 50s, right?
Oh, definitely. Like, I guess he'd be one of those guys that was like 20 in the early 90s. So more than likely, He's born in the early 70s.
Yeah,
So
71.
he's almost, yeah. So he's probably like
He's 50.
around 50, early
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah, he's 50 years old exactly. I just looked it up.
Okay,
So-
yeah,
so-
that makes
so-
sense because I knew like when he came out and started being all over MTV, he was literally like 20 years old.
Like, and this is the greatest part about it, though, too. It's like, you know how we were talking about, I don't know if we said this on the air, but it's like, you know, I'm looking at people in wrestling that I know that are in their 70s, and they've got
Yeah.
jet black hair. I'm 30, I'm 37 years old, and I've got streaks of gray in my beard and gray hairs in my head. Like, I shave it, but you can see them.
Makes you wonder what's special about them.
Yeah.
huh?
Can't tell me that a 50-year-old don't have a kinked hose every now and then.
Not one gray. Yeah, no, everything's good.
And the hose
Everything
works.
good.
Hose works fine. It stiffens up when it needs to, and ain't got one gray hair.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Meanwhile, on the balls,
He's having one of them satchel things he was talking about. Don't think I ain't been trying to market P3 ball satchels,
balls.
you know, behind the scenes.
But
Like,
you-
I'm trying to think of an idea for them,
But you know, that would be exactly like the people that dye their hair. You know, they have just like cotton fur ball hair. That's just like the carpet doesn't match the drapes of on the guys that are dyeing their
I don't
hair.
know, man. Some people are fucking weird. They carve out like lightning bolts and shit. They got hearts, fucking like skull and crossbones. If you got a good groomer, like some guys, you know,
And it
you
would
go
look
get a
good if you had
Brazilian
a
rack.
if you had
Like
a
you know how like some women, rich women,
Yeah.
just like Sex in the City or whatever, they pay a bunch of money to go get this high end Brazilian wax and laser removal shit and whatnot. Well, you can like you know, pay somebody to go and do your ball barbering. Or,
Ball barberin.
yeah.
Ball barberin. Ball ball ball.
Shave your balls. Out of shape.
Oh man! One more
Oh,
time.
God.
Let's just hear the whole commercial. Let's hear what I don't ever get soft. Snoop Dogg says.
Issues are more common than you think. Maybe not for me, but probably for you. So what do you do if you suffer from ED? Go to 4hams.com, the wellness brand for men. Thanks to science, ED can be optional. So you can look good, feel good,
I
and
love that.
perform well in
It's
the
just-
bedroom. You dig? Don't meet me there, beat me there. Go to 4hams.com/ED.
Did you hear that? Don't meet me there, because I ain't gonna be there. I'm not taking
me
this
there.
shit. Beat me there. Get there for me, because I ain't ever gonna take this. I've never heard
Little do they
somebody.
know them motherfuckers gonna beat me there every time.
I've never heard someone
not going.
endorse a product by saying, "I don't need this product." Like he would have been just as well to to advertise Stay Free Maxi Pads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This-
Same result.
And the fact that he denied it so quickly, I was like, yeah, he's definitely using it. You know what I mean? He's definitely using this. There's no way he's not. He's definitely got hymns on standby, which is fine. You know what I mean? But it's just, I remember seeing that commercial.
Yeah, but don't be that guy. Oh, I don't need this shit.
I don't need it. You probably need it.
Yeah, okay, sure. I believe you. And when you say it like that, then I really believe you.
Now,
He just came out. He came out the gate like a fucking bull rider and shit, like George Strait from what you call it? Goddamn, like out the gate. I don't need this shit personally.
What
but I'm finna sell it to you.
what George Strait movie are you talking about? Pure Country?
Oh, I'm thinking of
Luke Perry, 8 seconds.
Yeah, Luke Perry, 8 seconds.
I
Yeah.
was like, he came
I
out
got
of the
'em
gate
mixed
like a
up.
country music singer.
To be fair, those movies came out about around the same time.
Yeah. Two different people.
Definitely, country western vibe.
Yeah.
For sure.
And, you know, he kept saying he was the weasel in it.
I would have been like a horrible robbery witness. I'm like, had a cowboy hat, plaid shirt, rode a bull,
And they look at the tape and there's like, it was
like they all do.
it was a fedora, sir. Wasn't even a cowboy hat.
I think he had spurs on his fucking boots. He was a cowboy.
Yeah, they say some of the worst testimony is like eyewitness because people forget,
Oh, definitely.
because people
You
forget
don't want a motherfucker
things.
like me. Like,
No, it was definitely him. He killed those people. I wasn't even in the country.
swear to God, he looked just like him.
Yeah, I feel like that would be more likely you. You know what I mean? Like the one that gets a guy sent up for murder that he didn't do.
No, fuck that.
I did see this funny video, Josh, and we won't spend a lot of time on it. But you said that you remembered this guy anyways. Savage Scotty.
Yes, Scotty Kilmer.
So I saw this video one day a couple weeks back, and you know, like you have those suggested videos. Well, this was one of them that said that doing this will open any car door. And I was like, wait, what? Like if something happens, this will open my car door.
Rev up your engine.
Oh, wait, shit. Let me. It starts hot.
You ever try Wix?
Maybe you, but I haven't.
I ain't got to try Wix, but your ass needs to.
So, you think that this is going to be a slow video, like a quick video, because it's like, well, they're going to just show you how to open up any car door, right? It's a 4-minute and 9-second video. And the guy is not very Savage Scotty. If you don't know him, he's kind of abrasive.
They're going to show you how to fix a side door in a van that won't open. In this case, try as you can. Thing won't open either from the outside or the inside. There we go inside, and you can see doesn't open from the inside either.
So the van door doesn't
Motherfucker
open.
won't open. Boom, showed ya.
So first we unscrew the little handle
So
there. There's two.
you're thinking this is going to be a quick fix. So
Phillips
now he's
screws,
taking
one
the
in the
handle off of the door.
Off it comes. Then we have to take the screws off of the window piece here to get it out of
Now
the
he's
way.
taking
so
the
plastic
window
will
out of
come
this.
off. It just unscrews. Then we can pick that up, get it out of the way. Now we gotta pull this plastic off. It's kind of a pain, but it does actually snap off. Grab the edges.
You know, how to fit through any window. That's what I meant.
Yeah, he's just basically, now you're going to have to Dukes of Hazzard this son of a bitch for the rest of the
Yeah.
time you own it.
Get your stepping stool. $3 at the dollar store.
Maybe invest
Tie
in
a
an,
rope around it.
in an
Pull it
on-
up after you go through. All good.
maybe invest in an awning on top in case it rains.
Those can run anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, depending on your brand and who you get to install it.
So here we go. He's taking the whole like front panel off.
And it comes right out. Throw it in the back seat. Now that uncovers the bottom part. The latch is inside here. So you gotta
Just
do
the
the
bottom.
same thing here.
Yeah.
We just pull a lot. Now, sometimes it'll stick on the bottom because it's closed, but in this case, it's got enough room
I love how he,
that I can reach inside here and pull on the latch and get it open. We just reach inside here, there's a rod, and we pull on it. It can take a while sometimes. If you reach your arm in, pull enough.
there's definitely
We got
there's definitely a cut edit here because he's trying to open the door by pulling the latch from inside the door panel. Now, you would think
Which is like literally what a desperate man would do. Like that's the last thing you want to do to open a door.
Right.
I would call the locksmith.
so the funniest
Bite it that way.
So the funniest thing about this is, and I watched this whole video waiting for the quick fix because when you see this, you think doing this will open any car door. You're thinking, okay, there's some kind of fix that this guy knows that you put your key in, turn
Yeah.
it through. The funniest comment I saw that made me laugh was the second one that said, doing this will open any car door. And the comment right under says, disassembles entire door. Lessons learned,
Which is
Scotty.
what happened.
Yeah, that's all he did. Doing this will open any car door. Disassembles
You're damn right it will. If it don't, something's wrong.
The best way to open a door is to make that door non-existent.
We'll just take the motherfucker out. It's in the way anyways of what we're trying to accomplish.
Take it out piece by piece. So then he basically takes the latch out.
He makes it a 5-parter.
He takes-
Like, well, it seems simple.
I want to see if this is the same video that they cut back to him midway through. And as you can see, now we're like a good probably 2 hours into him working on this, and notice his hair, Josh.
He's got a lot of sweat. Like he's fucking working like hell.
Now the door.
And inside, success. Now
Now
we can put the panels back on. And the top panel slips on. You want to get the little on.
So yeah, he's put the door back together, but he has like 100 videos called Savage Scotty, and he's got all these videos. There was one where it says this is the #1 secret to better gas mileage, and the shot is like a Coca-Cola and a gas can, like a gas cap that's off, like he's about to pour Coke in the engine.
Yeah,
and the funniest
like
part,
the real deal with Scotty Kilmer. Like I'm just gonna break it down for you. He's the master of clickbait, but if you really listen to him, he's pretty smart on like automotive shit. You know what I mean? But
right.
He's just trying to make a lot of money, and he's got a shit ton of subscribers, and he does it through clickbait
Right.
a lot of times.
I love that the comment on here. My car doesn't start. Scotty, does your car have gas? Disassembles entire door. But this video, Josh, was another one I saw.
This is web.
And as soon as this commercial's over,
Did you know Savage Scotty lives in Tennessee?
Does he? So
he recently moved here because of the taxes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So in this video, the comments were you could tell he recorded
Running
this
sluggers, getting bad gas
after
mileage.
lunch,
First thing I
and he
did
must have had
was
a chili dog because look at his
take the air
cheek.
filter box out
It's got a
and turn
huge
off
gob of
all
mustard on
clogged.
it.
Check it every once in a while. I know people don't look at stuff much these days. A bunch of nonsense. The filter that comes
He had to have
is
seen it,
designed
but
for
he's
the
got this
car, and a
huge
lot of times if you don't
mustard
get that
area, like
OEM
right on
filter,
the
but you
outside
get
of his
cheaper
left
aftermarket
cheek.
one, it's worse for the car because they don't have as much.
And it's there the whole video.
You can see.
Look,
the
it's like-
Right.
little wires.
He didn't notice it.
This is a master airflow sensor
Look.
from a GM.
You can
If
see
you
it
look inside,
as he gets closer.
You can see tiny little wires.
No one told him, so
can
you
get
know
a
the production
$30,
team is just him.
Everything is
It's
run by
just
computer in modern
him.
cars.
Yeah.
If the battery
And
doesn't
after it
have
was all
enough
over, this one was
voltage
called
in it,
"Doing This Will Make Your
systems
Car
can go
Get Better
haywire.
Gas
Now,
Mileage."
it may sound, it was cranking the engine pretty fast. No, that would have never happened when I was a young
Let's
mechanic.
see.
The battery went rah, 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 rah. That was
cra-
good enough to get a old car going, but the modern fuel-injected computer-run things, hey, it had enough voltage to spin the engine over, but there wasn't enough to get the fuel injection system and these machines. Now, the next common reason I
don't think it
squeeze
ever left the whole
rotors,
time.
It'll run okay, but it will. I'll bet somebody's going to say, "Oh, Scotty doesn't."
It will backfire like a son of a bitch.
car. It was made for regular gas, and I put high-test gasoline in it, and it actually gets better gas mileage. Yes, that can happen, but here's why it can happen. It can happen because your old engine hasn't been taken care of, and it's building up with carbon inside. And as the carbon builds up, carbon takes up space.
Yeah, so
I feel like we're just learning right now.
I just thought it was funny. He had a huge mustard stain on his face the entire video.
The whole time.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
And he's just like, he said, fuck it, and he released it, and you know what? He got over 2 million views on
yeah,
it.
yeah, 2,655,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
Must
man.
be doing something right with that mustard.
That's what we got to do, man. We got to start clickbaiting people into these
Yeah.
shows.
It's the key.
Clickbait's the key. Well, Josh, we
Mhm.
said this probably wasn't going to be a long episode, and it's kind of hard to do these shows like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this is just a long-winded way of you saying, fuck it.
We gave you an hour, right? That's good, right?
Man, fuck y'all.
No, this whole time I've had the New England Buffalo game playing in the background. Ooh, Lord. Buffalo beat New England by 30 points. Like they stole something. It was great. I was really wanting to play New England again, but whatever. It is what it is. So, yep, next week we've got a show to do. we're going to have to probably do that on Friday if we can, Josh, because I've got Black Time Boxing next week. So
What night? Saturday?
Saturday. Actually, I have weigh-ins Friday night, too, so we'll have to do it like late Friday night if we do a show.
You can't do it sometime Saturday?
Well, we can do it Saturday morning. Saturday midday.
When you say morning, you mean like 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Or...
I mean, whatever time I wake up from your mom's house. I consider it morning when she cooks me breakfast.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we can do this Saturday. I mean, this is all stuff we could talk about after the fact.
Well, no, you're going to fucking end it and hang up.
No.
That's what I thought.
No. I won't hang up. We'll do some stuff after, I guess. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to hit that button.
Symbol.
Oh, Jesus. Well, Josh, if they want to follow us on social media or give us a call or do your spiel.
Well, on Twitter, we are at P3 Radio, the number 1. On Facebook, put in that search bar, Pop Poncho, Poncho. You'll see our photo. And if you want to get with us the old school way, we are 731-300-6675 24/7.
Well, that's going to do it for us. For Josh Bartley, this is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening. And good night.